In John 1, we're given an account of Jesus calling a few of his disciples who would later become apostles. We're also given an account of a calling in Mark 1, verses 16 through 18. Mark's account places the scene at the Sea of Galilee with the men at work in the fishing trade. John, however, tells us of these men being with John the Baptist in a totally different setting. Some who seem bent on making Scripture contradict itself tell us that we just have to get used to the fact that there are contradictions in the Bible. I have a better solution. Stop and think. We always need to do this when various people relate details and we're intended to understand. The first thing that we need to realize is that these aren't the same occasion. John's account is the first time the disciples are introduced to Jesus, and that introduction comes through their master or rabbi, John the Baptist. Mark, on the other hand, does not tell us that his account is their first meeting. So before Jesus actually begins his ministry, the fishermen have already met Jesus, and then they go back to their trade as fishermen. They go back to work and they wait for Jesus to call them. They're already set on following him, and when he shows up, it's time. They leave everything and follow him. It's important that we be willing to think rather than rush to criticize. Frequently, we will read what seem to be differing details about the same events. There isn't a contradiction. We just need to reconcile the various accounts. This is critical in the resurrection accounts. They fit together so perfectly, unless we're too lazy to think. Right here at the beginning of the Gospels is a good time to develop a good habit of fitting pieces together.